Alright, y'all, here we go. We are gonna do some reading. Well, I'm gonna be reading to you, I guess. Why isn't it going? Oh, okay, there we go. Boom. We're gonna do some side stories, y'all, because I am curious to see what they'd be about. Okay, so last time we read the trust stories, which is between Monica and Sayori. So, and from how this one ended, it looked like it was leading up to this. Understanding, which we're assuming this is Yuri joining in the club. So, let's do it to it. Be in the side story, yes. Alright, here we go. Let's see. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. There she is! Everyone's all quiet, like, whoa. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please, come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here, and you don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, like, no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'd be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sarah lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. Okay, so she's out of breath. Okay. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. She doesn't see her fear the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sarah nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just, get to know each other a little bit more. I think if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods to Sayori, while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. I decided that was probably irrational. Oh, wait! No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons, too. Such as there being too many people. No, not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of things are you into? Like, genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, are you gonna bring up the knife collection? Just things you would think are dumb. Sarah pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things. Like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off until the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So, I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sarah nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature! Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. Am not. Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities! Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having been cut off. I like going out in the woods, or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters, and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. Well, when do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continued the conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! Bye. As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything. I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Huzzah! Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sayori lifts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I knew that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff, mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. And, you know, like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place. And you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's. Well, Sayori pulls her desk up to Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Aha! It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs the spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Oh, wait. How come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes. Like maps, timelines, family trees. Or just for taking notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. So his joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. Ooh, whoa. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. So she likes world-building stuff. World-building and lore is what it sounds like. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head. You know? But this is like... there must be so much planning and hard work. Oh, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works. Like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. I mean, Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient in her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, Chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. The silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Oh well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural reference that require explanation to be understood. I've only read like one type of fantasy book that had that kind of stuff, like footnotes in it. What was it called? Clovermed, I think. It was about a girl who has like a who ends up gaining, not really exactly gaining, but it was like a borrowed power that she kind of found, and it turned her into like a bear. I mean, it was kind of like, not exactly like the movie Brave, but you know, a little different. It was actually like, I remember like it was like kind of like bear tooth that she found, I think, and it worked by drinking blood. It was pretty crazy, and it had footnotes in the bottom of it for certain words and things that the author was using. It was only literally like one book. That was it. Like just a one-shot novel. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Oh no, how the turntables. Never heard of it. Yeah, I know. It was literally like a very obscure book. I just happened to stumble across it once in the high school library. So, yeah, that was... And honestly, like, looking at the cover of the book, I kind of remember looking kind of oldish, too, so... I'm not surprised that it is obscure. But it was spelled like this. Hold on, let me write it down. There we go. That's the way it was spelled, by the way. Okay. In case you want to take a look, I mean, like I said, it's like a one-shot book. You can, like, probably get that done within a few days, depending on how fast you read. And how often you read in the day, yeah. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past now? Or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sarah rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sarah asking fewer questions. Like the drink. There's a drink too? Oh man, well I wouldn't know, I don't drink. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Aww. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we could stop here for now. Oh, okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gone through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? Huh? I'm not sure I understand. I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into you get. It makes me want to keep going, and to keep doing my best, so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation of Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But... I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori's left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. It's 3 books. I only read 1? I only read 1 book of the 3? Oh shit. Well, what do you fucking know, man? I only found the 1 and I only assumed there's just 1. I don't even think I ever looked it up either. Jesus. Well, damn. Now I'm almost curious, but at the same time I feel like I have to reread the first one because I kind of forgot like good chunks of it. I only know some parts of it, like the big reveals and all that, but that's about it. All the other details, the names of some side characters. Gone. Okay. Back into reading. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. Clovermint in the Shadow of the Bear. Oh yeah, that was the one I read, yeah. That one sounds familiar, the name of it. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she'd be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Wow. And we got more mail and pictures and music. Music. Also, that's a fucking horrible pun. From what I know, this is the song that plays when you find Sayori. Yeah. We'll find her body, basically. It's basically a pun on her name, Sayonara. That's fucked. Peachy Pie, Lavender Mist. So with these sizers, I'm getting other songs. Pictures. What the hell did I get from pictures? Oh, Yuri! Oh, these are little chibis. Huh. So I'm assuming whenever Natsuki joins in, we'll get like one wallpaper with her. But I like this one. This one's adorable. I wonder, was there anything else here? Any other pictures? Nope. That's everything. Mail. What we got for mail? OMG. I've Blaster. Funny pun. OMG. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious, but for God's sake, don't tell Paula. It would get 404 in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the content of the tweets, e.g. example, not screaming for help. I assume they're coming from control simulation. Not screaming for help. I don't think I like this implication. It almost seems like they're aware that Monica as an AI was freaking out and wanted to get out, and then that's why they're like, well, okay, looks like she's not screaming for help in the Twitter account, so... Huh. Huh. I see, okay. Reading that one again, it kind of reminds me or solidifies the fact that our protagonist in the main game is just like, he's basically the medium, so that way for Monica to communicate with us, the player. Hold on, I don't know if I read this, did I? Thank you everyone who worked up so hard to control simulation. I can't imagine how tedious it must have been to do delicate to hide Monica's elevated permissions from her without disrupting our connection to the VM. Just to clarify, all the recording labeled side stories are part of the control simulation, right? I'm noticing some details of the characters' lives here and there that differ a little bit from those in VM1, even trivial ones. Is it part of the butterfly effect? Oh, wait. I did read this. Let's see, that last part. So if I'm keeping track, we have, what, like 5 different universes in total. With 3 or 4 of them created and then destroyed by Monica, of course. It's funny, because I keep wanting to speculate on which one is the real universe, but in reality, they all are. As real as ours is, anyway. So, they're confirming that this is a closed simulation where Monica is not aware of her power. Huh. The tracebacks still there. Interesting. Project plan. Still closed. When do I get to open it? Alright, understanding 2. Begin the side story, yes. Thick thighs save lives, Yuri. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the clubroom. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? From what I gather, they intentionally made her aware of it being a game, but Monica achieved sentience. Oh, damn. Huh, the Twitter account thing was kind of interesting. Like, I know she mentioned it in her thing, and I found out later on that, yeah, it's an actual Twitter account. What she said in that moment where you're, like, sitting with her alone in the room. So, that was interesting to find out that it was a legitimate, Twitter handle. See, will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sarah continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass, and nobody enters the clubroom. She's gonna get cancelled one day. Oh no! No, not Yuri or Monica. Oh gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's gonna leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the clubroom. As she does so, Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the clubroom, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the clubroom is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the clubroom through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? Monica because of Twitter. Oh no. Yeah, Twitter would cancel her. Find some way to cancel her. With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the clubroom herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Oh, okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to get to tag along. Me too. Monica's worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant. She could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. That's I thought it was kind of funny too. How even she pointed out she says like, "Oh, I'm not really good at standing up to people," and yet it's like you're in the debate club though. Does that mean standing up to someone, like, you know? Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards, and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Oh fuck, man. It's fucking awkward, I bet. Monica tenses up the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I first heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me, because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Uh-huh. She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she just started her thought, but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, so Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Oh, don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Manga pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're gonna have all kinds of people join this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Your looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. What? Hold on. You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort. Just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over that original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I can never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry. I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to be a good communicate. You just need to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... It's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. I think Yuri has a personality disorder. Yeah, she might. Kind of reminds me of social anxiety disorder. Because, okay, I've seen Komi Can't Communicate. And it is very accurate in that when you have social anxiety, it's not that you're afraid. It's not that you don't want the connection, you know, you want connections. You're just afraid of how you're going to come across. And what that other person is going to think about you when you do try to like approach or you know, do anything like that. However, I don't know. At the same time, Yuri seems to be a little different with that, in that, because unlike with Komi, like, you just had to be nice to her, and normally she was good with that. But Yuri seems to be really uncomfortable with just kindness being shown to her. I'm also not really good at psychology either. I mean, I did know a few things and stuff, but I am not, like, obviously a doctor. I am not a doctor on it, and I have not done a lot of research on personality disorders to know or really pinpoint what it is that Yuri might be having. But I don't know, like, it's some very interesting personality traits that she's got right here going on, though, in that very intense fixations on things that are interesting, you know, that grab her interest, unable to really communicate well. Well, not well. Oh, even she said that she can. Seems like she stopped herself from saying like she's bad communication. No, it's just that she has a bad time, like, just even trying to talk with people. Hold on, maybe what she says here might work. I'm so tired of the cycle I'm creating for myself. There's still pity personality disorder. She only focuses on the bad. That does sound pretty interesting. You know what? Hold on. There might be something that I know that could... Let me see. I remember I saw this on... So there's a site I always go on called TV Tropes. I love TV Tropes. Now, let me see. Let's see. Ah, here we go. This is something I remember reading about it. Diagnosed by the audience. This is us, by the way. Trying to diagnose our characters. While Sayori is explicitly diagnosed with depression. It's pretty fucking obvious, yes. When readings of other characters have been set, many readings of other characters have been suggested. One of them says Yuri has symptoms of borderline personality disorder, obsessiveness, both towards the player character, and her interests, self-harm, bizarre sexual behavior, anxiety episodes, and mania-like symptoms. And then it says, like, even in Act 1, she kind of has, like, very mild signs. So she could have that, but who knows? And funny enough, at least Monica in the game proper, not in the side story, but in the game proper, it seems people are saying that she exhibits symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder, arrogance, a need for excessive validation, envy, and controlling others around her with no regard for their wishes or well-being. And then it even says Sayori shows some similar signs when she becomes club president, suggesting it's situational as much as innate. Or innate. Innate. There you go. So that's interesting. Okay. Now, we're not doctors, of course, but that is the theory that at least Yuri in general might have borderline personality disorder. She's also a pervert. Yeah, the bizarre sexual behavior. Yes, that's the... That rocks it up over there. Alright, here we go. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session. But I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. I really can't do a fake laugh, I noticed. It just seems very forced for me when I try to do a laugh. Like they're doing, like them doing their little chuckles instead of going ah or something like that. I don't know. I can't do it. For some reason, I can't. That is hard facts. And now in hindsight, I remember and the second time that we did the Act 2 with Yuri losing her mind. Compared to the first time and then the second time, I think the second time I actually voiced the laughing mad. Like, I actually kind of did slip into that, like, getting into character. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. Like, at least I don't feel like doing the laugh in that part felt forced. That's what I'm trying to say. It did not feel forced. I actually just, like, let it flow and then... laugh of insanity. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. See, there you go. See, I can't do it. I can't. Maybe because I don't really feel that joy, or I don't know, maybe because I only laugh when I actually do find something funny. So doing a fake laugh, it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although, I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet that we can get permission to keep stuff for the tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway. I thought I was hearing static, but no, it's just the sound of the music. Turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. You can do it, Yuri! Yuri! Oh, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet! Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Yuri has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Yuri holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. Whoa. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Yuri's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yuri looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please, just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently, just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like... I don't want your pity. Oh, why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave. Just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. It's okay, Zero whispers into a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise. I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together. Okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person. But how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gone them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need to. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know. But my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart. And I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Aw, feels. Well then. Based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back. Monika's back. I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monika. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it'd be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes! Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. So when the heck is Natsuki coming in? We got music again. Holy shit, it is getting longer. Hug energy! Nice. And then we got that. Ooh, what? Oh my god. This is adorable. Sayori! You can do it. Get organized. Trash baskets. We're in this together. To do. Wake up. Get ready. Go. You are loved. Wake up early. You can do it. Sayori. Cute. Balance. Homework. Math theme. Study for quiz. Pack snacks. Types of poems to try. Haiku. Sonnet. What? Erotic? I don't know. I can't read that. You are my sunshine. I believe in you. I want breakfast. Shopping list. Milk, eggs, sticky notes. Oh, there's a cinnamon bun over there on the side. Silly, awesome, yawny, optimistic, really fun. I won't think... Wait, what? I can't think of an I word. Oh, that's why. She was spelling her name. That's it. Okay. Don't forget, ask Monika about this. Beach packing list. Be positive. This is very fitting. It's adorable. I'm going to keep this until I find something cuter. Oh, here we go. This is where Natsuki's finally coming in. About fucking time. I wanted to see when Natsuki was going to come in. And if whether we're going to really delve into, you know, her past and stuff. We only took a glimpse of it, and it feels like, yeah, there's abuse and or neglect going on. I mean, it It seemed like very lightly touched on in the Act 1. Act 2 really seemed to like intensify it. So I'm really wondering what's the real situation with Natsuki, you know? It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have seen before. Here she is. It's your girl. Hi. Sarah tugs excited at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Siri prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori and protests for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like... never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. No, you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Your deadpan voice that carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah. Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kinda shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea. I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably... cookie dough? Or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monika's is probably vanilla. Oh, what the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you just like hang out or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet, since we only have like 3 members. So, we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with like some more structured club activities. Club? God. I'm slipping up. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? I guess I'm in... literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. After all I've been doing all this, Yuri turns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Oh, well, anyway. Putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered... Oh. So this is where the manga is literature argument came in. The anime club. There it is. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not going to join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. She's not wrong. Even the anime club I knew back in high school did have a bunch of weird guys. Oh man. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga's literature, right? I mean, I guess if you consider the little definition of literature, then technically... I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep a manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. And then need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. Heh. Yeah, if you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean... She has, like, no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's not really fine, but she just said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is getting cold. It's gonna get cold. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you just don't want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Wait, does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Soon the three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands and walks over to the door, then opens it. Ugh, thank you. Carrying through boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Yuri must be slurping her tea. They can hear her, right? Even if you're sipping tea, I mean, come on. Unless it's like so freaking quiet in the classroom that even those like smallest noises sounds like super loud. It kind of reminds me like one time when I was a kid, I was staying over at my grandma's house once. And I remember it was just so quiet in both the neighborhood and in her house that I was legit able to hear her clock. And it was one of those ones with the hands and everything. So I heard it ticking. And it was actually keeping me awake because I was hearing that ticking. That's how loud, to me that's how loud it was. And it was like a pretty good distance from where I was, like on the floor. At the time she didn't have like a spare bed or a spare bedroom, so she like set up like a You know, like as best you could, like a makeshift bed on the floor with a bunch of covers and stuff like that for cushioning. And as a kid, you know, it don't really matter how you sleep. Usually, you walk it off anyway. It's not when you're 30 that you lay on the floor and then you realize, oh fuck my back. But yeah, that ticking, oh my god. And I think it was like 3 in the morning or something, or it was like from 2 to 3. It kept me up. Jeez, I can imagine the gulps. Gulp, gulp. So I'm assuming that's how quiet it is in the classroom. Assuming. I mean, it's weird. It's weird that a classroom is that quiet, you know. Let's see, Sayori giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki replies. There's still... one more box. I can put them away. Myself. I know how to organize them. Monika anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. That's 8 o'clock. The better once you can hear the little motor whirring. I don't think I've ever heard that, actually. At the next club meeting, Monika is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monika paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki says she wasn't going to bother anyone. So why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Forced smile. Well, she's just... That's an adorable smile for Natsuki. Monika forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Oh. Need help? No, I got it. Monika awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there? I can't reach up there. That'd be so inconvenient. Yeah, but, Colgate smile. Yeah. Or the orbit smile, you know. You know, the gum. Orbit gum for good clean feeling, no matter what. I must have excellent hearing, because I can hear from time to time. Yeah, your hearing must be really good. I feel like my hearing is getting a little shot, because for one, I've been noticing quite a bit of ringing in my ear a bit, and it's usually the right ear. It happens randomly, but, you know, it's really... It catches me off guard, like when I have my headset on right now. Like right now, I'm hearing music, and then suddenly I hear eee right in my right ear. So, maybe I've been playing music a bit too loud sometimes. I've been toning it down. I've been doing my best to tone it down. But yeah, I think I might have... That or... Oh, wait a minute. It could also be the machines that are in the warehouse that are at my job. Because sometimes I go downstairs and into the warehouse where, you know, all the production is, you know, making the stuffs. All the HVAC parts. And sometimes there's a lot of loud noise coming in and I have to walk by those machines. So you do that often enough in a day, 5 days a week. Yeah, I can see why over time my hearing has been getting a little fucked. Well, shit. Yeah, but Monika sighs. The teachers are gonna ask what all this manga is doing in here. And I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So? Monika backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon! Sarah spins into the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Sarah brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty. As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. Aw, no way. I used to do all my luck to find that money. And that was your luck for the rest of the year, Sayori. That and probably wrong settings for earphones. Having high bass or low settings can make your ears ring after you take them out. Oh. Could be. If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo. Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear from your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, maybe. Something tells me that... Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally? You know, like we all vote on a book to read, or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests, rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say that you'd go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monica's voice trails off. I didn't want to enter your kingdom anyways. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear, I don't mind if you keep your manga in here. But I just... Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would appreciate you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Oh, the music stopped. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For the second time today, Monica slumps down into her desk. Oh, why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find, so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me either. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So, maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. I remember I only wanted to borrow the I See With My Little Eyes from the library. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can... Sorry, you can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well... I just... can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh. Well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not... That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but... I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well... Recalling her confrontation with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just... This really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features four girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Gee, doesn't that sound familiar? The fucking cover of this game. Yeah, I mean... Amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. Yeah, cute exaggerated poses with girls in short skirts. Oh, what'd I get? Oh, there's Natsuki. I have to admit, this kind of one is giving me like a lot of hugging CGs. Well, it's only two so far, but still. We got this one and then this one. I have to admit, so far, the most touching one to me was this scene right here. Just what Sayori was just telling Monica in that moment and everything. Really cute. Music. My music library is growing. Nice. Strawberry peppermint peachy pie. Okay. Respect. How many others? Oh, we got 3 more. Okay. Respect bar 2. I know I said that weird. I don't even know why I said it like that. Monica has different stockings. Are they knee socks? They look just above the knee. We'll take another look once I'm done. But they look like they were higher up Like, they look like they were kind of up to her thighs, but not too high up the thigh. Huh. We'll take another look. Yeah, we'll take another look. Right after this. Oh, here we go. So where Monica is over there, self-reflecting. We got Natsuki's side after she runs out. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she could find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not so busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on! That's condescending too! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's going to change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Oh, wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out. Please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy. So, I want to make that happen. For you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So... just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. But you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. Sarah understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the clubroom for today. At least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this. I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of the limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during the lunch, so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand off in the crowd. That damn pink anime hair. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. You gotta be careful with the simulator. You can't be that close. Everyone knows that. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monika doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? These figures look like adult women. Like 20-something women, yeah. Huh, I told you she would join. Come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you, I never even want to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Oof. True, well congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking, you know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Well, obviously I wanted a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? She wrote smutty fan fiction? Oh no. You hide that shit, girl. You don't go say. Just like high school rich girls. Oh no, right? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. I had classmates like that. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why'd I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them, after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. Gotta find that stash. Show us your smutty fanfiction. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside. Eyes on a book as usual. Oh god, hold on. I feel a cough coming in. Okay, there we go. I had like that tingly feeling in like the back of my throat, and I was like, oh shit. Incoming cough. It's like little tingly thing that just gets more that just grows more irritated by the second, yeah. Whew. And I didn't want to cough like right into the mic, so. Anyway, she finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks the desk and slumps into it. Something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself. Unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. And no. Huh? I enjoy listening. Really? Mm-hmm. Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, is when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yuri's like, wait, what? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't. Because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now, I'm repeating the same mistake. Except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm gonna go get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants. Not the one that they want. Suddenly Sayori bursts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention! I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened. And probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So, how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Yep, truer words have never been said. Truest of the true. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything. But thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Look how happy she is. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah. I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Siri picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk. Oh, that. Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this classroom then, okay? Monica smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. Apologizing, what's that? I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sarah catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki. And that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Keyboard? The time for the next club meeting has already started. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. Huh. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monica, the club resident, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the clubroom just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, her own reasons, for seeking the vision that Monica had, admittedly, so vaguely had advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but... I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the literature club. The literature club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But... it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Siri, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but... I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Oh wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga. So I hope you're ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there was something that I wanted to show you, if you had a few minutes. Sure. What is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Oh, we got a different setting this time. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself, more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like, things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga, and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would never have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her. And how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. It's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Huh? Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I think I just felt kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just slipped through one of them out of curiosity. But I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. And I kind of just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was the perfect person I always wish I was. If I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you join the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I want to show you this. Because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you just make me feel like if I wanted to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long. And I'm really not any good at it yet. Like at all. But I wrote a song for the club. And I worked really, really hard on it. Oh god, what if it's the theme? It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Okay, I really thought it was going to be the main theme, but that works. Oh, it's this theme right here. Just, this one's slower. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so... yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like, such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. I used to feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things. And I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah. I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Hmm? Never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. Hehe. I'll tell you what. I'm bringing a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Is it cupcakes? Next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Oh, we got more mail. Paula Minor. Staying focused on our goals. Hey, wait a minute. Realize these were going in reverse order? I just noticed. As a reminder to help guide our data collection, any analysis performed should be focused on answering some of these main questions. How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's emotional state? How does granting elevated access to the VM affect a person's values and goals? How does someone effectively navigate and experiment with their ability to change the contents of their VM? They keep saying VM. What does that stand for? How is elevated access being weaponized? What actions and values most contribute to the destruction of the universe? The fuck? Most importantly, how might your observations apply to our own universe? Bonus, how can we present this to upper management as an operation that benefits the company? Of course. Unrelated note, whoever changed the color scheme of the desktop to pink, can you please change it back? It's unprofessional, and it runs the risk of drawing eyes. It looks like it has a scroll bar, but it's not letting me scroll. Weird. I think it's... Oh, virtual machine. That makes a whole lot more sense. Oh, there it is. My song, your note. Dear Sunshine. It says, featuring Azuria Sky. Because I know Your Reality is Monica's song. The one she actually sings. I guess I'll let that play while I'm looking at this. What is this? Oh, more chibis. Alright, so far my favorite is this one. How do I get these other two poems? Oh my god, that almost scared me. Balance. I have to admit, a little disappointed. Not with the song, but with the way this one's turned out. These ones came out with like moments of like touching vulnerability, you know? And this one, I don't know. I really thought we'd delve more into Natsuki's story, but it's just something we already kind of already knew, you know? Balance. Well, I'm hoping this is what turns it around. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still nice, but in terms of like emotional impact, the trust story was like stronger in that. The Sayori's depression and all that. The thing with Yuri was pretty close too. I don't know, the third one, yeah, I showed acknowledging feelings, but I don't know, it didn't hit me as hard as the other two did, so. Anyway, well, here's hoping. Natsuki! Well, Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelves. Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi. Hi. The Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first, and shared her passion for manga. I was going to say passion. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monika, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy, with a little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monika decided to give the club members the next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all those things. Sayori reaches down and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one. What is that? Is that the extra ones? There's no way you would have hentai out in the open like that. You should know better than that, Natsuki. Then again, if your friends found your erotic fan fiction, then you're not very good at hiding this shit. So we're getting respected as a way around. Yeah. It's kind of hard to bring her abuse abandonment to the school setting, so her. That is true. You wouldn't want to drop that super heavy on someone. That, and I think that's not something you would pick up immediately. Noticing signs of abuse takes a while, you know, to really like notice it. Just like with signs of depression, sometimes you don't even catch that shit, you know. Let's see. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. Ecchi books are not hentai. It's still pretty... Honestly, like, I'm honestly shocked that some ecchi is not hentai because of how freaking close it fucking gets to it, you know? Their only bypass is that, well, we're not drawing dicks going into vages, so it's not hentai. But everything else is free game. Almost. Oh. It's fan service. I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm very picky about my fan service. Like, I don't mind Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill was amazing to me, even though it was very fan servicey with all the clothes and stuff. But it makes sense, it's about clothes. Of course it's gonna be fan servicey. I also noticed there's a little bit of fan service in Gurren Lagann in the beginning, but that's because in the story of how it goes, it's about a boy becoming a man, of course. A teenage boy is gonna be looking at that kind of stuff, that's why it's like, that's why the Yoko fan service is like pretty prominent in the beginning, and then kind of peters off toward the end sort of. You know, except for some certain parts, but it definitely gets less in your face about it. You want the hot shirtless vampires on screen. Oh god, you uncultured swine. And I'll also admit, I did like reading the Bowsette saga that someone was writing online. Good old Bowsette. But for me, I don't know, to me that was like really tasteful fan service too, so. And I did appreciate how the artist went from drawing her very femininely to like actually being kind of like Amazon-like with more muscle definition later. That was pretty good. Cat boys, I mean. Oh, well, oh, okay. Damn, got me there. Shirtless cat boys. It's funny enough, so I got that house in Final Fantasy, right? On my personal account. And for your house, you can get like a steward, a junk monger, basically like NPCs that you can quote unquote install into your house. And you know, they just offer basic services like mending your stuff and selling things to you. Yeah. So what did I do? Because when you get them, you can choose what race and what gender you want them to be. It's not too difficult to figure out where I went with that. It's full of cowboys. There's like, let me see, 4 in the front, 1 toward the back. Oh god, it's like 5 cowboys all together. Most anime today relies too much on fan service though, so it takes away from the story. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I can appreciate beautiful women and all that stuff. But I don't like if it's like, I don't know, too much in your face about it or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so picky about it. And that even goes the same for the guys. Like, because in guy fan service too sometimes. Sometimes I'm like a little eh. Or like, okay, can you stop like shoving shirtless guys in my face so much, you know? I don't know. I guess it just depends on how they go about it. The execution of the fan service. I don't know. I mean, and I just thought of this right now, but my mind did deviate a little bit to when I was watching the Marvel What If. And I saw Captain Carter for the first time. Don't get me, oh my god. To me, that was fan service. She had an Amazonian body. Kicking ass, taking charge. I freaking loved it. And I was like so fangirling over it too. I was like, yes! She's awesome! It was almost like, damn. Why couldn't Black Widow be like this hype too? You know, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love Black Widow, but at the same time, like, the hype I felt for Captain Carter was definitely different. Oh man, it's pretty great. I don't know why. I don't know any of the end about Catboys, but I know Nekapara. That was, yeah, I heard about that one. Cat girls. Mommy Dami. Or Dami Mommy, yeah. Step on me, mommy. Let's see. We're getting distracted. Let's finish this, at least this chapter before we call it a night. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in. And I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga. I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into your books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. I didn't say it was a donut, I just said I had the attention span of one. Oh, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No? How did you get to that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Oh, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks the book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. Sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like... well... like a nice person, so... I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Siri speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway. Here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy. And there's romance too, obviously. Siri looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running to the same guys. And then you find out, like... well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It was so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we can do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry. Then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just... well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of your manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if she meant I can say that to her, or if I can't just say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I am a woman of respect. But Natsuki's a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But, you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes, I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. That's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean... just little signs. Like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. He likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best! So he gives Monika a quick hug. Well, I'm gonna keep trying it because I love her. And I want to get closer to her. You got this. Monika is like surprisingly like really fucking nice in this universe. And then again, when she's not going mad from the revelation of, you know, knowing she's a game character, then this is probably how she really would be, like a legitimately nice girl. Okay, After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't just start in the middle. These are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen reading the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I'd be friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are, like, really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, Natsuki began to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? I don't know, to each their own, but I never met anyone I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so... You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but... You should... I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But... Can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me, since it didn't get very far yet. Sure. Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. Hi! Oh, I said hi. I was gonna say, hi, Natsuki. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki! At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back. So I'm better than to do it to others. Naga shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess. But it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them. And like share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monica navigates through her fingers. Through her tinge of through her fingers. What the fuck was I reading? Monica navigates through the tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. I think because I was imagining her fidgeting, I thought that she was like messing with her hands. I don't know. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could... I don't know. I could like divert her into another club activity for you, or something. No way. That'd be so underhanded. And mean. Sorry, I didn't think that went through. Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. It just feels so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs. It's the literature club. Then she mumbles through a stifled laugh. And not the cool club. Hey. Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know you're kind of in a tough spot. And that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection. And critical thinking. Even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Oh, well... Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, but then she finishes her thought in a mumble. And I'm still glad I joined the club. Even if it's weird sometimes. Naga smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. I don't know, there's a part 2. And usually these things don't really end like that. I got nothing else from that. Although I really wanted to see... I really want to see, like, like, confrontation! I want to see confrontation! Okay. Last one for real. And then tomorrow we'll read the rest. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki. I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki! Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey! She definitely saw me. You're hooked on the story. Yep. This is kind of why I really like Doki Doki Literature Club. The story is just good. It's fucked up, but it's good. This is easily one of my favorite games now. Monika's the first to arrive to this club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Well, why? I'm sulking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. I'll stay here, then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her. But instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Huh, not bad. Hey! Sorry. I'm sorry. That was a joke. It sounded like something stupid that I would do. From anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more. Instead of get closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club. Because I was reading manga. But she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course! I don't think there's anything more important to me. I was gonna say nothing wrong with that, but... I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sarah nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade for anything. So I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was being threatened with an interruption, then... It just... would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone, or anything. No, I think it's similar. It's... Well, we're all friends in the club. But we have our own lives outside the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. Excuse me, it's a yawn coming in. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think When establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I really was bothering her? I just really want to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so... Why was I so selfish? Even if all that is true, it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How can I let myself do this? Sayori, I think that... Well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario. But I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly Sarah gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. And my friends deserve happiness. Sari beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs, and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that. That's very mature of you, Sayori. Hehe. I'm mature. Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh. Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the room, Sayori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows. The club room is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, are we writing today? Monica speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Oh wait, if that's the case, it should have been more like, ooh, are we writing today? Much quieter in volume. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just want to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Siri, who's focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She edges her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monica to see. It says, to Sayori. Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly. I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulders a quick squeeze before starting back up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monica, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. Haru and Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason. A silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away, and slides it back into the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to bring it to its proper location. Sorry. I didn't know where it's supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there is any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this is it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the club room. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. So Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she gets herself short, struggling to continue. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there, she's holding the paper. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to, like feelings and stuff. So, face burning, Natsuki climbs up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peeks through the keyhole, and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do, and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door. And I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I thought, well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy with it. Please. Sarah smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happy that I can express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that he would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About, like, the friendship stuff. I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Oh wait, hold on, did I read that wrong? Oh wait. Yeah, I did read that wrong. The friendship stuff I made, and then she goes, it's okay, I understand. So you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Okay, so it was Sayori that said that. I'm just dumb. You probably did a good job. So don't force yourself, you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today, or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and I should just let you approach me when you want to, like a cat. Just not go pss pss, because otherwise you might embarrass her. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Huh? Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said. Sarah nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then. Oh well, anyway. Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna be like, sharing my poems all the time now, or anything like that. But, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do them once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying, more importantly, I had to tell you about my new boyfriend. What? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Aw, you wanted to join with me. That's so cute. Oh, shush. Well, that was still pretty decent. But now we got another picture. Oh, they are thigh highs. She's the only one with thigh highs? Yeah. Black ones too. It's interesting that the others have like white only knee socks, yeah. I just realized that these 3 have the white knee socks and then white with blue tipped shoes. And then Monica's the only one with the black thigh highs and then red tipped shoes. The odd one out, huh? Oh wait, these are their poses from, okay, for this. Oh my god, I just realized she's doing a selfie. That's adorable. Oh, so that's what these poems were for. So that means those last... Wait. A poem for Natsuki distributed at special events of the past. A card... Oh, Natsuki's other poems. Oh. I name my pen, the expression express. My feelings the board, with a ticket to you. No room for stammers, no lies, no extra stops, no compromise. Stations screaming by, attendants saying hi, one ticket to you, please and thank you. Take a headphone, and doze. No bumps in the rails, just thumps in my heart, and loops in my letters, and clouds in the sky, and dreams in your eyes. Hey, wake up, the train has arrived. Expression express, destination you. Choo choo. Oh yeah, she would write something like that. Alright, guess we'll stop there for now. We only need four more CGs. Yeah. And look at that, I'm filling up on wallpaper. Nice. Okay, we'll stop there. They don't show in the main menu either. Oh, her shoes. Oh, you know what? You're right, because even in the picture thing here, yeah, it didn't. It was looking cut off. Anyway, yeah, we'll call it a night. Tomorrow night we shall finish up the rest of the stories. I really just want to finish it. I want to read it all. This has been great. I love this thing. I love this game. Alright, y'all. Good night, okay? And see you tomorrow.